Hey everyone, Chevy here. We're downtown at the Cookbook Company in support of the Soup Sisters and Broth Brothers, and we're making soup for Calgary Emergency Women's Shelters. We're gonna go around, talk to the organizer, the chefs, and some of the player chefs tonight, and see what we know about making soup.
Make a soup, so I guess we got our 5 pounds.
I'm here with Sharon Hapton, the founder of Soup Sisters and Broth Brothers. Sharon, just give us a little bit of background of this event and your organization.
This is an organization that specifically makes nurturing and nourishing soup for women and children fleeing domestic abuse and family violence. So tonight's soup is going to go directly to women at the Calgary Women's Emergency Shelter, to them and their children, as a very supportive and tangible gift.
Now, the Soup Sisters and Broth Brothers serve just the Calgary community, or where is your reach?
Our reach is actually in 20 cities across the country. So the organization started right here in this room 5 years ago, and the Calgary Women's Emergency Shelter was our very first recipient ever. But now we're supporting over 30 women's shelters across the country. Every month, we are making 10,000 servings of soup nationwide for women and children.
Hey, see that? Come over here and get a look at this right here. That's nice. Caramelizing on top, you see that? The spice is starting to get in there.
Put this down. Sure. I don't know what that is. Barley. This is barley. She said it's from Miss Robin said it's from the grits family. I told her I don't know about that. I know what grits is supposed to look like. This ain't it. But I'm gonna take her word for it.
I'm here with head chef Pierre Lemiel. He was a champion of Chop Canada. Pierre, what's your involvement with the Broth Brothers and the Soup Sisters been?
I've been involved with the organization since early days. Making big batches of soup for big groups in need. And I also worked on the cookbook, and I was the editor of the first cookbook, illustrator, and I brought all the recipes in from all the chefs from around Canada, edited them, put them all together, and made a beautiful book.
Now, have you had an opportunity to see the actual impact that the soups that you make have with the people that they're going to?
That's actually the important thing about our soup, is that we don't get to meet the people that get the soup. And that's, it's just nice for them to know that somebody out there is thinking about them, and there's people working, making them soup and thinking about them. But they're going on with their own lives, and they're involved with, they're at a crossroads in their life, and it's just nice to have that little bit of heart go out to them. Yeah.
Coming here tonight, what does this mean for you guys?
This is just a great organization. I never heard about it before, being new to Calgary, but it's wonderful. We were actually just saying how we want to come here more often, and what they do for the women's shelter is just amazing, and I'm sure that those women and families really appreciate it. So.
Awesome, guys. Well, thank you for taking some time with me. I'll let you get back to the cutting.
Absolutely. Thank you.
I'm here with Donine. She's one of the volunteers here at Soup Sisters and Broth Brothers. Donine, first of all, thank you for donating your time. How often do you do this a month?
Twice a month.
Twice a month. And what is a night like? How long do you start? What's the prep like? Just take us through a typical night.
Well, it depends on what you're assigned to do for that night. Tonight I was on dinner service, so I set the table. I prepared these tables with chopping blocks. Some nights we have individuals that do prepare the meats, cook them, get them all ready. And then we come in, we sort the vegetables and all the things that go into each soup. We wash the vegetables, and then we don't usually get to chop, but usually the participants do all the chopping.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, I'm going to ask you, obviously we make more than one type of soup. What's your favorite type of soup to share, and that we're going to be donating to the Emergency Women's Shelter tonight?
Oh, the chicken noodle soup is always really good, and we're making that tonight.
Reaching out to young people in particular is so important, that they understand healthy relationships at a really young age, and you guys are showing it. you're living it.
Well,
You're being it.
we appreciate you having us tonight. Now, you mentioned before, for everyone out there, what's the main ingredient that goes into a good soup that we're serving up to the women's emergency shelter?
Yeah, that main ingredient for sure is your love, your care, and your concern. We call it the Soup Sisters Hug in a Bowl, and that's really, truly what it is.
There you have it. We're downtown at the Cookbook Company. We're making soup on behalf of the Broth Brothers and Soup Sisters for the Calgary Emergency Women's Shelters. Now I better get back to work because as I was doing my interviews, a lot of soup got made and they've been accusing me of slacking. So I'll get back to chopping and hope you enjoyed your visit with us.